The readings for Saturday, October 29th. My apologies, everyone, for waking up pretty allergized. I guess that's not a word, but as soon as I came to this morning, my histamine receptors were ripping. So, once again, if that shines through in the readings today, my apologies. The epistle reading for today comes from St. Paul's second letter to the Corinthians, chapter 1, verses 8 through 11. For we do not want you to be ignorant, brethren, of our trouble which came to us in Asia, that we were burdened beyond measure, above strength, so that we despaired even of life. Yes, we had the sentence of death in ourselves, that we should not trust in ourselves, but in God who raises the dead, who delivered us from so great a death, and does deliver us, in whom we trust that he will still deliver us. You also helping together in prayer for us, that thanks may be given by many persons on our behalf for the gift granted to us through many. And we've got one footnote from the Orthodox. Well, there's two. So the first footnote is for verses 3 through 11. So it starts a little bit before where we started today with our readings. Feel free to jump back a little bit earlier in your own Bibles or apps to get the full context here. But for verses 3 through 11, it says, the source of afflictions is the sin of humanity. The purpose of afflictions, if we use them properly, may be our comfort and salvation, as the Father himself preserves us through them. As seen in verse 3. The means of facing our afflictions is a hope in God that allows us to enter into the afflictions of others in actual experiential knowledge. In this case, this means people empathizing with their apostles' trials. The communion of saints, spiritual solidarity, is to begin now in the pains of this life. And for verse 8, what this trouble is for Paul is not clear. Perhaps a physical malady or persecution. But whatever its nature, it makes him more aware of death and his dependence on God, and seen in verse 9, and more appreciative of the fellowship of other Christians and the power of the church corporate prayer, as seen in verse 11. And the gospel reading for today is from the book of Luke, chapter 8, verses 16 through 21. No one, when he has a lit lamp, covers it with a vessel or puts it under a bed, but sets it on a lampstand, that those who enter may see the light. For nothing is secret that will not be revealed, nor anything hidden that will not be known and come to light. Therefore, take heed how you hear, for whoever has to him more will be given. And whoever does not have, even what he seems to have, will be taken from him. Then his mother and brothers came to him, and could not approach him because of the crowd. And it was told him by some, who said, your mother and your brothers are standing outside, desiring to see you. But he answered and said to them, my mother and my brothers are these who hear the word of God and do it. We've got a footnote from the Orthodox Study Bible for verses 19 through 21. It starts off saying to see the footnote at Matthew chapter 12, 46 through 50. So if you guys want to jump over and read that, get some added context, probably not a bad idea. It was not Christ's will to deny his mother and brothers, Rather, Jesus is correcting both them and his hearers, quote, to the right idea concerning himself, end quote, that the family of his kingdom, quote, is not by nature, but by virtue, end quote. And so says St. John Chrysostom. And it says to see also chapter 11, verses 27 and 28. Well, that's going to wrap up today, everybody. I hope you all have a blessed weekend. Hope you attend as much church as possible. And we will catch you back here tomorrow. Please keep me in your prayers. Thank you.